Howdy folks, it's a Tall Turtle here. Welcome back to X-Plane 11, and today we're going to go to Timbuktu. Cute little short flight. Actually, it's not that short now that I think about it, but a cute little flight to Timbuktu. Timbuktu is a real place. I know people use a lot of expressions and they don't realize it's real, but it is real, just like Kalamazoo is real and other places are real. So we are in Mali. You can Google it if you want to look at a map. Oh, we got a big 737 landing. Let's just stop here while we talk and watch it land. I was going to have a very short flight starting from another airport that doesn't exist in the sim. Oh, he's doing a go around. Okay, fine. Anyway, well, let's keep going then. We were going to use another airport that doesn't exist in X-Plane 11, even though my stuff's up to date. So we had to extend the trip, which means it's probably a lot longer than I realized, but we'll make the best of it here. I apologize for the kids screaming in the background. I'm trying to get this done before they go to bed, since they're going to bed later, and they're fighting over food, because that's all kids worry about, are food and video games. So anyway, I guess adults do too. But anyway, alrighty, hopefully everything is working out here. Microphone's recording everything. I can't see my levels anymore since I moved everything, but enough chit chat. Let's hop down inside. Well, that was fast. And let's get this thing going. I don't want to have a longer introduction than flight time, which sometimes happens, those of you who are new to the channel. Oh, my FOV's kind of messed up. We'll leave it this way today. Alright, first thing we need to do is close this door. There's a preset, not a preset, there's a click spot somewhere, there it is. Close the door, make sure that parking brake is set, there it is. Reset all my controls, make sure everything is working, and it is. Get the bobblehead on the dash, which we can't see from here. There you go, Austin. How are you doing? Oh, where's my Austin view? There's my Austin view. How's it going, buddy? Alright, wait and feel we'll do from the menu in this aircraft. We could be in for an hour some flight. I really don't know how far it is. We won't find out. I put on the GPS. Let's do 238. We'll adjust accordingly. Robo weather is turned on, believe it or not. And it's about 9:36 in the sim. Alright, fuel selector. We actually don't need to do it. It's always on both, I believe. Yep. Fuel shut off, close, it always is. Alternator and battery. Where's all my presets? Jeez, there it is. Alternator, battery come on together. Strobe and beacon on. Fuel pump on. Mixture rich. Throttle quarter of the way. Confirm the avionics are off, and they are from here. And start the engine. I think this one you have to hold that down. Yes, you do. And listen to the thing rev up. Adjusting my personal volume so it doesn't bleed, because I'm not wearing headphones today. Come up here, sync the gyros. I have mapped to Y on my keyboard. You see it spun around there. It is not Y on your keyboard. Lean the mixture. There we go. Avionics, come on. Flight plan in the GPS. We kind of have a flight plan, kind of VFR. Just basically going to be put the destination in the GPS, and then we'll just go right to it and then land visually. So Timbuktu is golf. Where's that? Golf. And I can't see. Where's my little flight plan? Golf Alpha Tango Bravo, right? Tango is here. Right after S and Bravo. There you go. So it's really Tombouctou, Mali, but we say Timbuktu in English. There you go. We're going to go direct because we can. And what is it? 175 nautical miles. So it's going to be a while in this airplane. It's not going to be a quick 5-minute flight. In fact, now I look at the clock, I might have to pause the sim and come back later tonight. That's risky because sometimes it crashes. Otherwise, that's it for flight plan, I think. Yeah. Just hit GPS so that we can use autopilot. Alright, radios. No radios to tune. But we do have some weather. We have real life weather. Let's see, where are we? And what is it? What is weather today? 2976. 297. Let's zoom in. I can't see that thing. 7246. There we go. Wind wind 2/3 at 8. So runway, what's closest to 23? 25 left and right. So 25 is going to be, this is 25 right. So it's just turn around and take off right there. That's simple. And then we just head to the, what's it going to be like, west, northwest, more or less. We could follow the river, but that would take too long, so we're going to cut across. Alright, taxi lights, if I can remember my preset, on. Where are you? Flaps down 1 notch. Confirm lean mixture. Begin taxi. So what did I say? Oh geez, we're in the dirt. So what did I say? Turn right. I think I said turn right, turn around. And runway 25 right, I think it was. Oh, let's keep turning. Let's not run into some other airplanes. There we go. Looks like there's actually going to be a back taxi, which is fine. A little bit more personal volume. Hopefully it's not bleeding through. Alrighty, let's go down here. Let's do our like 200-foot back taxi and turn around and get ready to take off. Alright, 25 right, just like it should be. So we're doing something right today. Let's slow down. Let's not make ourselves too nauseous yet. Sorry, Austin. Everything doing okay there? I sure hope so. Come on, let's get a little bit more throttle in. Nice wide runway. And there we go. Alright, lined up in the center. That's 2 for 2. Nice. Whoa, it stopped on it. Oh, the wind is blowing us. I have 4 right rudder. There we go. Alright, let's do the parking brake. What are we going to do next? Landing lights on. There we go. Taxi lights can come off. Nav lights on. Trim, we're not going to worry about it. It's where it should be. Confirm flaps, yes. 10 right there. Confirm fuel pump on. Pitot heat on. Heading bug set. Well, this isn't a push one, so let's just spin it around. And around. And around we go. There we go. Start the clock, which is here. Is it this one? Is it that one? There we go. Makes you rich. Don't worry about props. Take off the parking brake. And away we go. Very cool. Whoa. Lots of right rudder to stay straight here. Come on. Wind taking us from the right, which it should be, I believe. I remember where it was coming from. And pop up. Get off the ground. There we go. There's our crosswind. Hoofda. Flaps coming in. Step on the brakes. And let's just skedaddle. Let's get permission to get out of the airfield here. Climb. Aim for that purple line. And it says 2.5 hours. Good grief. This would be a really long flight. That's okay. This is the closest airport in the sim to Timbuktu. The other airports just weren't in the sim, so we're gonna... What time does that bring me in real life? Oh my gosh. That's nuts. We're gonna fly it though. Why not? It's been a while since we've had a long flight. Yeah, I'm seriously gonna have to pause this and come back to it tonight after kids are in bed. Okie dokie. What are we doing? We're just going to follow this because we want to sightsee. We're going to engage autopilot. I have an autopilot view, I think. Yeah, let's hide these a second. So we're going to do, wait, let's do nav. Is it actually going to put us on nav? It will this time. Or is it? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. This autopilot is buggy in this default Cessna. See? It's not working. So let's use heading bug instead. And fake it. Other people have problems with it too, so it's not just me. We're going to use heading bug to follow the purple line. And let's do vertical speed of 800 once. Let's do 700. Yeah, keep it where it was. So as soon as we get to where we want, which is going to be about, what are we going to do? We're going to do about 5,000 feet because it's such a long flight. We'll simply come down here and hit Alt. So that's it for autopilot. Just a matter of using that heading bug to stay on that purple line because it's so screwy. There we go, 2 hours. Oh man. Okay, we'll still do it. For you, it's only going to be a short video because there's only so much sightseeing we can do. Okay, that's it, right? After takeoff checklist, there isn't one. There isn't one. Let's just keep everything in the green, which it is right here. Let's put those back in. So all we need to do now is use the heading bug to stay on the purple line because nav isn't working. That's it. And then sightsee. And then in 2 hours land visually based on the weather. Piece of cake. So I am going to do some sightseeing, I guess. And that's it. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, we blew through my desired altitude because I wasn't paying attention because I was sightseeing, so let's hit Alt now. Actually, let's do vertical speed negative a few hundred feet per minute. And then when we get back to 5,000, I'll hit Alt. Actually, because of the clouds, maybe we'll do 4,500. We'll see what happens at 5,000, and then we might go down to 40. We'll see. Let's see what happens at 5,000. Okay, 5,000 will be okay. So let's see here. We've got 20, 40, 60, 80, and hit Alt right now. Boom, that should hold us at 5 grand. And we're going to keep using the heading bug to follow the purple line, adjusting for the wind. And there you go. Sorry to break in, but I just wanted to do that little thing with you. We're going to leave the line lights on. We're good to go until we have a destination in sight. Alright, so we've just reached the halfway point Right, Austin? And let's get an update on weather here. Whoa. We keep getting blown back and forth on our marks. I have to keep adjusting our heading bug because we keep getting blown around. I'm trying to stay on as closely as possible. Alright, let's see. Bringing up that map. And let's see here. What are we looking at? Our destination is just on the map. It's about 20 miles north of the river here. And right now it says 2971, so let's update that now. It might change, but let's just get this updated here. 2971. And wind 240 at 16. So if we look, we have a runway 25 option, so we'll do runway 25, which means we have a pretty strong gusty crosswind from the left, barely. But there will be crosswind, which means the simulator will probably treat it like a hurricane. So we're going to have a very strong crosswind landing from the left by 1 degree, roughly 1 degree, because this 25 isn't exactly 250. It could be 248 or something. But anyway, roughly 1 degree from the left, we will have a crosswind that's pretty strong. So let's get ready for that. It's right here. We're right here. We started back here. I guess we're more than halfway technically, but there's a river that goes around. But anyway, we're almost there. I am going to have to pause the sim and finish after bedtime pretty soon, but I'll let you know when that break happens because it'll be kind of funny, I think. So anyway, let's enjoy a few more sights of the beautiful desert, beautiful scenery, and I'll catch up with you when it's time to get ready to land this thing. Alright, we're about to cross over the Niger River, which means we should be about 20 miles or so away, and it says 20.7 as planned. We've been following our GPS track a little bit to the northeast of it just because the wind's been blowing us the whole time, little by little. So I've been making corrections as I take care of my family. So we're going to quickly cross the river, set up for our approach, and then that's where I have to pause the sim and come back tonight to finish. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's what it is. Hour and 17 minutes so far, been flying. What do we need to do for the approach? Well, we need to get our destination weather, so let's pull up our map here and click on the airport. What does it say? 2971, that's the same as it was before when we checked. So wind is 240 at 16 knots. So 240, take away the 0, gets us 24, runway 25. So we're going to fly straight in right here in runway 25, which means we're going to have a crosswind slightly from the left, but because it's 16 knots, the sim will treat it like a hurricane. So we're going to have a pretty crazy crosswind from the left. So we'll talk about the approach or the touchdown as it happens. In fact, the airport just popped into view. It just rendered. It is right there. There's our airport. So we're really, really close. I can't believe I can't finish this until later tonight. So let's hop down here. Landing lights. We've kept them on the whole time. Fuel pump will come on at 1000 AGL. Speaking of fuel, we're really close to running on fumes, but I trust that we'll make it. Otherwise, it's just fuel pump on, flaps at 110 and 85, and we'll touch down. That is it. Super simple, super straightforward. That is all there's to say. So a little bit more sightseeing for you, then I have to pause the sim and come back later. For you, it'll just be edit though. No need to worry. I'll see you in a moment. Alright, because the GPS is going to take us directly over the airport, we are going to use heading bug to bring us slightly to the west-northwest of the airport so that we can actually have a nice approach. So let's let it turn us like this a little bit. Airport is still right there. Let's bring out those binoculars. You can see it there. All lit up for some reason, even though it's middle of the daytime. So we know where our airport is. It's right there. We need to start coming down. So to kill autopilot, I think all you do is trim in this one. Yep, there you go. You trim and then it kills autopilot. Where's my autopilot thing? There you go. It just goes to ready. So now we're hand flying. And we're keeping an eye on our destination, which is right there. And we know it is at what elevation? 862 feet. So you know it's 862 feet. We know the runway is roughly 250 degrees. It's not exactly, but it's roughly 250 degrees. So now we know where the runway orientation is. We know the airport is there. That's our runway there. We know we got to come down to about 2,000 feet before we get to our final approach, even lower than that. And then at 2,000 ASL, that'll be about 1,000 AGL, and we'll turn on the fuel pump. So this is where I'm going to pause the sim for me come back later tonight. It's just going to be edited for you. See you in a little bit. And just like that, it's tonight. My kids are still up though because they have friends that decided to come over, which is fine. That's fine. That means I can land the plane, but you might hear screaming in the background when they fight over the Nintendo or something. So anyway, no more sightseeing for us because we have to land a plane. We're looking for 2,000 feet. ASL, or MSL, I should say, mean sea level. Or I guess ASL above sea level, whatever you want to say. And then we can turn on our fuel pump and then land. There it is, right there. That's what we're looking for. Right here. I'll see you on final. And we've reached 2,000 feet. So let's get that going here. And everything else is good to go. We have a very long final, so we can make any last minute adjustments since we don't know the area, but we should be plenty good. So we gotta expect, if, well, the wind doesn't change. I just checked a second ago and wind did not change, but if the simulator simulates it, we should have a strong crosswind from the left, because it's from 240, which is to our left. We're aiming about 250, although it looks like it's from the right, but it should be from the left, right? Or did it change yet again? 240. So it's definitely coming from our left. There, now I feel it from the left. Alright. So what are we looking for? We're looking for our descent about 500 feet per minute or so, using throttles to control that. Pitch for speed, we'll bring flaps out in a minute here. We'll do 2 sets of flaps. Land about 65 knots or so. And we'll just let it drop down on its own once it's time to get there. We're going to keep our speed up as long as we can. Oh boy, the winds are messing me up. That's okay. Again, you can't see how much I'm fighting it because I don't have a camera on myself. But I'm fighting it. But that's okay. We have the best runway choice we can have. Let's see, do we have a big crosswind? Not bad. The simulator isn't making it as dramatic as I thought, but it's there. So to execute a crosswind landing, we will do left wing down, right rudder. Left main will touch first before everything else, and then it'll be fairly firm landing. You do not want to grease crosswind landings. It's very dangerous. Just get across the pavement. Alright, let's bring back throttles now and keep our nose up so that we keep descending but start slowing down. We'll get our first set of flaps out right now. It'll cause us to float, cause some drag. Next set of flaps now. It's a little early, but I want to have complete control as we cross this airport. Nose down for speed because that really caused a lot of drag. Now I'm feeling the wind. There it is. 2 and 2 on the Pappy. I think that's Pappy. Nope, that's just a sign. I thought there was red behind it, white in front, but that was something else. Maybe that is. I can't tell. I'm going to stop looking. I'm looking right here. That's the windsock blowing around. Oops. Anyway, let's aim for the numbers then. And nose down to keep that speed up. Throttle so we don't descend too much at a time. There we go. You're ready for the crosswind execution. Again, left wing down. Right rudder. At the last second. Firm left main touchdown. Yeah, that windsock's really blowing. Alright, let's head down now. I wasn't coming down because I was talking through the landing. Oh, we're going too slow for this. Let's get our speed up a little bit. There we go. A little bit of right wing, right rudder, I mean, and main down. Everything down now. Let's get rid of that rudder now that we're down. There we go. Not bad. Not bad for the strength of wind. Again, without a camera on myself, you couldn't see how much I was fighting that all the way in, but it was. Let's just slow down and back taxi here. Flaps are already in. There we go. We'll stop the clock in a moment once we get off. Whoa, once we get off the main drag here. So even though this flight was a little long, this is my favorite thing to do. A to B flying and general aircraft, mostly VFR, but using instruments here and there to guide us along the way. So we have a lot more of this coming, by the way. What I've been doing, I forgot to mention in the video, is starting with this airplane, is I am taking every airplane I own and doing a short video with it, just because there's been a lot of airplanes I've been neglecting. So let's stop here a second, set those parking brake. Alright, let's stop that clock. 30 or an hour and 30 minutes or so, because there's an hour before that. We can turn the fuel pump off now. We can turn the pitot off now. We'll turn the taxi light on. Turn the landing lights off. What do we need to do? Bring back that mixture to lean. And let's find a place to taxi to here. Get that mouse out of the way. Come on, you gotta go. Alright, I think, should we just use that little hangar right in front of us? Why not? Whoop. Need a little bit of, oh, whoa. This isn't the taxiway. Oh, there's the taxiway. Oops. We are going to get a big fine. Well, I guess we just messed up a little bit. Well, no, see, you can't even taxi to our little hangar because that's not a hangar, that's a garage. Never mind. let's get over here and hopefully get over here before anybody sees that we Harrison Forded it. Come on, come on. There we go. All right. Nobody saw anything. In fact, let's just go right behind the building so people will think they heard a prop sound, but they don't know what it was. Except the tower is right there. Maybe they're having lunch. I don't know. Alright, let's hop inside and set the parking brake. And what are we going to do here? We're going to come down here, this button on this airplane. Taxi lights come off. Avionics can come off. Fuel cut off. Strobe and beacon and nav to off. Magneto's off. Battery and alt to off. And then we can open the door. Alrighty, that wraps it up for us. That was a long time, hour and a half flight time, spread over an entire day pretty much for me. Started this afternoon. It's a nice hot weekend. It's like 300 degrees outside, so I'm inside with the kids. Went into bedtime, but that's okay. We finished up. Hopefully enjoyed it. I'm going to, like I said, just go through each plane that I have in my hangar, one by one, do a flight with it. But if you have any subscriber requests, put them in the comments below and I'll do those first. Well, there's not much else to say. I'm going to make sure my kids are getting to bed, then I'm going to get to bed, and I'll see you next time.